Well, hello, and welcome to what is the first video or even media production of any sort by this channel or show, which I'm affectionately calling Weekly with Wally. You may have picked that up from the logo animation swirl there in the beginning, but just in case it wasn't clear, now you kind of know. I'm, of course, the host. I will be Wally for this show. This is just going to be an intro video to kind of talk about what we're about. It also may be a video I use to practice a little bit of, editing, but we'll see how that goes. I'll let you guys be the judgment of that if that's how it goes. But what is Weekly with Wally, you might be asking yourself. The answer to that is really just a podcast or a series that's going to be following current events, politics, government, in whichever way we can, honestly. We'll be doing a lot of reactions live on Twitch. That's going to be the real crux of the show, hopefully in a weekly format, kind of like we've alluded with the title. That way we can stay topical and fresh with a lot of ideas. We're also going to hope to do a Q&A a lot of the times, hopefully during the live stream, sometimes in the video, but just talking general politics. And lastly, I'd like to even do some educational bits. How is the government function? How is it supposed to work? How is it constructed? And how can regular people like us affect that day to day or even year to year? So I know politics in general and the like can be pretty passionate propositions. Debate will still be encouraged here at the channel. Politics is, after all, supposed to be exchanging ideas to find a consensus anyway. But rather than getting into the debate portion of that right away, I kind of want to tackle the issues and subjects from all different angles and viewpoints. Today's political arena is much more heated than it ever has been, and we get caught up a lot in the your team versus my team kind of situation. And I just want to avoid that a little bit, not get sucked into the cookie cutter of politics and what they're supposed to be. There's hardly anything in politics anyway that's black or white or red and blue. So I really want to attack the gray areas, the purple areas, if you will, and give better viewpoints to those. I'm not here to claim to be a savant or even qualified for these type of videos or topics. It's going to be a regular guy's kind of perspective on a lot of these things. But that being said, I did do a speech and debate style government competition back in the high school days. We competed on a national and state level for that. But aside from that, I kind of want to more talk about my political views because they span out the whole political compass. My father is 24 years retired military in the Air Force, served several duties and tours overseas, especially in the Gulf Wars. My family is from the South, the deep South. We've been going to church 4 times a week since all of us could walk, essentially. So, and even in that group I mentioned, I was one of maybe 3 conservative members of that 30-man team. But as I've gotten older, my politics have moved to the left a little bit, and I'm sure others of you have had a similar experience. I've even voted Democratic in the last 2 presidential elections. So what I'm really hoping for is my contrast between my upbringing and current politics, giving us a more interesting or at least more dynamic viewpoint of politics. And that's kind of what we're going for, especially on the United States stage, which I guess I've forgotten to mention, and apologies to any international viewers out there. It is a U.S.-based show. But don't worry, we'll also be tackling a lot of the world events, especially the big ones, for good or for ill. So I'll be brushing up on that stuff as it comes. I'm also encouraging comments, critiques, but topic ideas, especially from you international guys. Anything you think needs to be brought, some awareness to it. At a minimum, I'll have an opinion about it, and hopefully I can get informed on it, and we can have those kind of conversations. And I don't want to limit that to our international folks here in the U.S. too. Please drop some comments in the YouTube stuff and down on the page here. If you want to take the conversation over to Twitter, we're there too. It's just @Weekly with Wally. Pretty simple taglines through all the different social medias. Do the follow if you can. The little alert that lets you know we're live. Most of that'll be live. That'd be great if you could consider that. But that's kind of it for this video. I just wanted to get a little intro out about myself and what we're going to be doing. Most of the content or the start of the big content will be in the first or second week of April. So until then, we hope to see you then. But be safe and be healthy out there.